Hi there. In this lesson, we're going to look at solving equations again, but this time with x's on both sides, which does make it more tricky, but there's definitely certain skills that might make this much easier to finish off. Now, in certain examples, I'm going to give you a couple of different ways of doing it, just to improve your knowledge and understanding of what's actually happening. Okay, so let's look at this first example here. We've got 3x equals x plus 4. Now, the general idea in the equation is if you get all the x's on one side and all the numbers on the other side, then you can easily solve it with a division. So the first thing I've noticed here, I don't really want the x here because I kind of want all the x's on this side and all the numbers on that side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take it away. So I'm going to take away the x there, but what we have to remember is whatever we do to one side, we need to do to the other side as well. So there we have it. I've taken x off both sides. So I'll show that down here by putting a takeaway x and a takeaway x, and I've got to the thing I'm looking for. I've got x's on one side and numbers on the other side. And it's just an easy finish now. You divide by 2 both sides to get x equals 2. Let's look at another example of that. So in this case, I've got 5 x's on this side and 2x and 9. Now I don't want these x's here, I just want the numbers on this side and x's on that side, so I'm going to have to take them away. So I'm going to take away 2 of them here, and that gets rid of the x's on that side. But I've got to take them away from the other side to keep it balanced. So remember, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other side. Okay, and then I've got what I'm looking for. You can see in the balance, I've got x's on one side and numbers on the other. Now, how do we write that? Well, I put take away 2x because that's what I did. And that leaves me with 3x here and 9 here. Now, it's an easy finish. Just divide both sides by 3 and you get x equals 3. Okay, let's look at slightly harder ones. All right, now in this harder case, what I've done is I've got 2 different ways of doing it, and I'll show you them both. Okay, now in this first one, I've got 4x take away 8 equals 2x. Now what I'm going to do is, because I've got a take away 8 there, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. Okay, so I'm going to add 8 there, which is going to cancel that out, and I'm going to also add 8 to the other side. All right, so that's going to cancel those ones out, and it's going to leave me with 4x and 2x add 8. So how do we write that? Well, what did I do? I added 8 to both sides, and I got 4x equals 2x add 8. Now, I've got this position where I've got x's on both sides. Now, I don't really want that. I want to get rid of the 2 x's over here. So I'm going to take away x there and another x, and that's going to leave me with the numbers here. And I'm also going to do the same to the other side. I'm going to take away x off here, and I'm going to take away x off here. And that's going to leave me in the position where I've got all the x's on one side and all the numbers on the other side. Now, how do we write that? What did we do? We took away 2x and we took away 2x. So we've got 2x equals 8, and that's what I was looking for. So just divide by 2 to finish, and you get your answer. Now, there is another way to do this. There's several ways to do this, in fact, but I'm going to show you another way. Now, what you could do is you could say, well, I don't really want the x's on this side, I just want all the x's on that side. So straight away, you could take away the x's from here. So if we take away the x's from here, then what that leaves you with is an empty scale, if you like. But I've got to do the same to the other side. So I'm like that. All right. So what that leaves me with, if you look at the diagram, we've got 2x take away 8, and this side you've got 0. Now that's absolutely okay to have 0 in your equation. Take away 2x and take away 2x. So we've got 2x minus 8 equals 0. Now what you have to do now is, we have to try and get the numbers on the other side, if you like. So you need to add 8 to this side to cancel that out, but I need to do exactly the same to the other side. So that's going to cancel that out, and I'll get rid of that as well, and that's going to leave us with 2x equals 8. Now what did we do there? We added 8 to this side, we added 8 to the other side, and we're left with 2x equals 8. And you can see it's going to the same answer. Divide by 2, and x equals 4. So a couple of different ways there of doing the same thing. And remember, it's okay to get 0 on one side of the equation. Okay, to finish off, I'm going to do a harder one again. It's harder in this sense because you've got 5x plus 9 on this side instead of that side. And also, you've got a bigger number of x over here. So again, there's several ways to do this, but let's look at this idea first. So the first thing I'm going to look at here is I'm going to think, well, I don't really want the x's in that side. So let's take it away. Let's not be afraid of creating a 0. So we'll take away the x's from there, and we'll take away the x's from there. That's absolutely fine. But you've got to do the same to the other side. So take away the x's, take away the x's. Okay, so I'll delete that. Now what that's left us with, we've got the 0 on one side, which is absolutely fine. By taking away the 2x, that's left us with 0. And if you take away the 2x from the other side, that's left us with 3x plus 9. Okay, right, that seems all right. Now what I would do this time is I would try and get all the numbers on this side. So what you want to do is you want to take away the 9. Okay, so instead of doing that, I'm just going to like, take the 9 away quickly. And then I'm going to take the 9 from the other side. Now it's kind of like 0 take away 9, isn't it? So 0 take away 9, I'll just do this kind of quick, is just minus 9, isn't it? So we've got minus 9 over here, and I've got 8 there, but I'll put an extra one. And we'll make sure we write that down properly. So you want to take away the 9 and take away the 9. So I've got negative 9 on this side, and I've got 3x on this side. Well, let's divide by 3, both sides by 3 to get x on its own. And if you divide negative 9 by 3, you get negative 3, sorry. And then to finish off, I tend to always write the x on this side. So x equals minus 3. Okay, now notice when I took away the 2x, I put it under the 5x, and when I took away the 9, I put it under the numbers. It's a good habit to do that. Let's look at another way of doing it. So this is another technique that's absolutely allowed. We can actually just switch the sides round about if that makes it easier for you. So in sense of this, the diagram, because it makes sense in the diagram, I can basically take that, put it over there, and take that and put it over there. Now the scales would still be equal, and you can still write that 5x add 9 equals 2x. That's absolutely fine to do, and some people find that a bit easier. Okay, well, let's get rid of the 2x on this side. So we'll take that away, because I don't really want x's on both sides. Take the 2x off this side, like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us 3x and 9. So I've taken away 2x, taken away 2x, I've got 3x add 9, and notice I've got nothing on the other side. Okay, well, I don't really want the 9 here, do I? So I want to take it away. You could put red ones on top of it. I'm just going to try and do this quickly though. Red ones on top of it and red ones on the other sides. So what you do is, if you take away 9 from both sides there, that leaves us with the 3x, and it gives us negative 9 on this side. And you can see we're nearly finished. Divide by 3 both sides, and you'll get x is minus 3, which is the same answer. Again, you can pick which technique you like the best, and there's other techniques as well. But when you get confident with algebra, you get good at knowing what works and what doesn't work, and you can rearrange and play around with it and get the right answer if you know what you're doing.